Hey folks, it's Joey Verga from Verga Realty, just shooting a quick video. This is kind of a sequel to one that I did the other day. The one I did the other day was about what kind of credit scores are needed to qualify for different types of loans so that you could purchase a home. And I had someone write me, and it was a good question. They want to know, how do you know that you could afford the home? Is the better question. So there's a couple things that take place when we do this, and the first one is called a debt to income ratio. So the mortgage lenders, when they run an application on somebody, they'll pull credit. Number one, they're always going to pull that credit. They're going to look at it. There's no getting around pulling the credit. So if the credit then checks out, the next thing they do is they request all your tax returns and paycheck stubs and all your income verifying documents. And with that being said, once they verify all the income and they look at all the income documents, they already off the credit report, they see what your debts are. So then they take your income and they take your debts basically, and they run the debt to income ratio. So what that does is it tells them basically in a nutshell how much money's left over for you to live off of: food, gasoline, car insurance, cell phone bills, all the stuff that's not really allotted for on there. And they run this ratio to make sure that you can still basically survive once you get this mortgage payment and you don't buy something out of your means. So that's one thing. And the second thing that we do, and we always ask our lenders to do, is to do what's called a cost estimate worksheet. So prior to going and looking at a home or anything like that, we still ain't got there. Everybody's approved, good to go. Let's make up a hypothetical number of 200,000. So you're approved at 200,000, but before we go look at homes, the mortgage company can run what your payment would be at 200,000, what your payment would be at 180, at 190, until you know that you are comfortable with that payment. So it's a double thing here. So first, the debt to income ratio comes into play, but I've had people before approve for a much higher dollar amount, and they come back and tell me, like, that's gonna, I'm gonna be house poor, so I really need to be around here. So that's where we could come in with the lender if it's something that concerns you. It's a really important question to ask, regardless if it's here and it's with me or someone else. You got to know, what your monthly payment's going to be, and you got to have them run that ratio for you, because that's going to be real important. It's going to be a real important decision factor right there on if you're buying 180,000 or you're buying a 200 or you're buying a 250. It doesn't matter. Your budget more than anybody. So they have the checks and balances, the debt to income ratio, which is good, but the other one is just you saying, all right, I'm approved for 200,000. What would my payment be? Just an estimated taxes, estimated insurance, until we actually find a home. Once we find the home perfect for you, then what we could do is get a new cost estimate worksheet calculated by the lender that will actually, they can go in at that point in time and estimate the taxes on that particular property. I can also reach out to some of my insurance contacts at that point in time and find out if, first off, what the homeowner's insurance would be. And then the second large deciding factor is there flood insurance needed on the property? Is it a flood zone? So those are some really, really important things that need to be taken into consideration anytime you're buying a house and you're trying to calculate how much house you can afford. So it was a great question by somebody on Facebook. I'm not going to name any names, but so I hope this answered. And if you have any further questions, I'm trying to pump this up a little bit. So if there's more questions and it goes beyond this, y'all shoot them to me, y'all comment, and let me see what I could do to strum up some more answers for you guys. I love helping people out, I really do. So I'm very passionate about being able to help people, help families better themselves. So anyways, Joey Verga, Verga Realty, Panama City Real Estate. Thanks for watching my short video.